So, good day. I am Daniela Perez and I will be discussing about syntax in English language. What is syntax? Syntax is the set of rules that helps reader and writer make sense of sentences. It's also an important tool that writer can use to create various rhetorical or literary effects. So, the word syntax comes from the Greek ancient for coordination or ordering together. In spoken and written language, syntax refers to a set of rules that determines the arrangements of the words in a sentence. Along with diction, it is one of the key way writers convey meaning in a text. So, four essential rules of syntax in the English language. The rule of syntax can be quite complex and vary greatly by language, as well as by time period and place, depending on the language you're speaking or writing in. These rules might be very restrictive or quite flexible. So when it comes to English syntax, there are four baseline rules to keep in mind. So the first is a complete sentence requires a subject and verb and, and expresses a complete thought. So, this also is called an independent clause. A sentence without a subject and a verb is considered a fragment. The second one is separate ideas generally requires separate sentences. A sentence containing multiple independent clauses that are improperly joined is considered a run-on sentence. The third one is English word order follow the subject verb object sequence. It usually the same in French and Spanish. So the fourth one is a dependent clause contains a subject and a verb, but it doesn't express a complete thoughts. So now we have here the four sentences types in the English language. So the English language is an extraordinarily flexible when it comes to building sentence. At the same time, all sentences in English fall into four distinct types. So the first one is the simple sentence, which simple sentences consist of a single independent clause. So for example, the girl hit the ball. The second one, compound sentences. Compound sentences consist of two or more independent clauses joined by the coordination conjunction. The coordinating conjunction are but, or, and so. So for example, the girl hit the ball and the ball flew out of the park. The third one is the complex sentences. Complex sentences consist of an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses, joined by the subordinating conjunction. Some subordinating conjunctions are although, because, so, that, and until. So, for example, when the girl hit the ball, the fans cheered. So, the fourth one is compound complex sentences. Compound complex sentences consist of multiple independent clauses as well as at least one dependent clauses. So, for example, when the girl hit the ball, the fans cheered and the ball flew out of the park. So, let's now proceed to the three ways to use syntax in literature. Beside being critical to conveying literal sense, syntax is also one of the key tools writers use to express meaning in a variety of different ways. Syntax can help writers. So, number one, produce rhetorical and aesthetic effects. By varying the syntax of their sentences, writers are also able to produce different rhetorical and aesthetic effects. How writers manipulate the syntax of their sentences is an important element of writing styles. Control P's and mood. Manipulating syntax is one of the way writers control their pace and mode of their prose. For example, the writer Ernest Hemingway is known for his short declarative sentences, which were well suited to his clear styles of writing. So this gives his prose a forceful, direct quality. Create atmosphere. By contrast, Hemingway's fellow story writer and novelist William Faulkner is famous or infamous for his meandering paragraph, long sentences, which often mimic the ruminative thinking of his character. These sentences, which often ignore the standard rule of punctuation and grammar, help to create an atmosphere as much as they convey informations. All, writer varies sentences structure from time to time. Using a variety of sentences is one of the key ways writers engage and maintain readers' interest. So, so that's all for today. So, thank you for listening and God bless you.